Good afternoon, I'm Mai Rodriguez. Today on Newsfeed at noon, authorities set to begin diving operations to search for the missing Sabungeros. Tony Yang, the brother of former Duterte economic advisor Michael Yang, is arrested in Pasay City. U.S. President Donald Trump raises tariffs on the Philippines from 17 to 20%. And no bad blood. Orlando Bloom shares a family picture with Katy Perry days after confirming their split. Diving operations to search for the missing Sabongeros are set to begin today. A whistleblower has claimed the remains of dozens of cockfight enthusiasts are buried in Taal Lake. Let's get updates from Andrea Salve, who's monitoring this story in Talisay, Batangas. Andrea, what's happening right now?
Windy morning here at the Talisay Fishport, and that has noticeably been more wavy compared yesterday. Over an hour ago, we saw the Philippine Coast Guard deploy rubber boats, each carrying 2 personnel. They began staying just a few meters away from the port, but have since moved further out, now reaching the middle part. They seem to be testing the waters, but that is an information we have yet to confirm from them. This marks an early deployment for the PCG, and in addition to personnel at the port, armed forces have also secured the area as a precautionary measure. Several officers present to support today's search and retrieval operations of the missing Sabongeros. Members of the Department of Justice have yet to arrive here at the port. According to the latest update from Assistant Secretary Nico Clavano, they are already in from where we are. The weather remains fair for now. We'll see how the situation unfolds. That the initial dive will depend on weather conditions. Mai?
Right, all right. Thank you, Andrea, for reporting. Andrea Salve there, live from Talisay, Batangas. Families of the missing Sabungeros are at the CIDG to submit new affidavits against those involved. Hannah T. joins us from Camp Crame in Quezon City. Hannah, what can you tell us?
The families of the missing Sabongeros can almost see the light at the end of the tunnel. This after sharing, they just filed affidavits here at the CIDG to fully cooperate with the PNP in line with the disappearance of their loved ones. Ryan Bautista, brother of missing cockfight driver Michael, shares he looks forward to the diving operations happening in Batangas today. Michael has been missing for over 4 years and was last seen in April 2021 in Santa Cruz, Laguna, after attending a cockfight match. A match they were reportedly told to go to by their financier Brindon Retusto. Michael was the eldest of 6, a barangay tanod in San Jose del Monte, Bulacan, and a father of 6. Ryan says no amount of money could ever replace the life that was taken from them. This after a few families were reportedly paid by unknown figures to remain quiet on the case. He also reveals some groups attempted to hold them by offering money. One of them allegedly offered 1 million pesos through Messenger, a group of cockfighters, he said, who wanted to help but also seemed to be pushing for a settlement. Another case involving different victims reportedly ended in a 50 million peso settlement. This was earlier reported by the whistleblower Julie Dondon Patidongan alias Totoy. But Ryan insists their family will never forgive whoever did this. Despite the years of pain, the family remains hopeful. Ryan says they sometimes feel that Michael could still be alive. Today gave them a little peace of mind, knowing that there might be movement, even possible retrieval efforts soon. Those are the latest here in Camp Crame. Back to you, Mai.
Thank you, Hannah T. reporting to us live from Camp Crame. Tony Yang, the brother of former presidential economic advisor Michael Yang, is arrested in Pasay. The arrest was based on a warrant issued last November for falsification of public documents perjury and illegal use of aliases. The Chinese national allegedly used fake Filipino identities to register businesses in Cagayan de Oro. Authorities say Yang is also facing immigration violations and his passport has been confiscated. He is now detained at the Pasay City jail. Former Makati Mayor Abby Binay faces the media after controversy surrounding a nearly 9 billion peso settlement deal her administration signed with the contractor of the stalled Makati subway project. Ivy Reyes monitored that briefing and she joins us now on the line for the details. Ivy, what did the former mayor say?
My former Makati Mayor Abby Binay faced the media today and outright denied all the allegations thrown by his sister's camp, now Makati City Mayor Nancy Binay. After almost 20 years of not speaking with her siblings, Abby also clarified that the chances of reconciliation cannot be confirmed at this time. And even before the 2016 polls and her conflict with her brother Junjun Binay, they have not spoken since. A few points that Abby clarified today. She was never approached before the issue turned into a full-blown insinuation that she had a quote-unquote midnight deal with Phildev. On the document, as we can remember, Mayor Nancy's camp alleged that even before the agreement was approved by the council on June 23, they were asking for documents on the subway project. Abby responds today and says that they turned all documents over to the transition committee, including those of the private partnership projects of the city, but that Mayor Nancy's team only went to the city hall twice. Abby also stated that the reason they could not hand any settlement documents was that there was nothing to give in the first place. On this note, the former mayor said she violated no election code, as there is nothing in the Constitution that says a sitting official is forbidden to sign on any document or agreement after the May polls. Now, since no private exchange went on before Mayor Nancy's camp broke the news, Abby alleges that the new admin broke the agreement's confidentiality clause. A major point Abby pointed out that Nancy's camp missed and failed to deliver to the public is how Makati holds more than 20 billion pesos in assets, which is why there's no question the city's ability to pay what Phildev demands. Mai.
Ivy, did former Mayor Abby say what she thinks of this whole midnight deal allegation?
Well, the former mayor reiterated this quite a few times. Abby believes that all this is an effort to undermine her legacy in the last 9 years. The question Abby was very much curious about is the new administration's intent or purpose of, as she alleges, turning the settlement agreement into a Binay versus Binay drama. Mai.
Thank you for that report, Ivy Reyes. Former President Rodrigo Duterte remains detained in The Hague, but speculation is already swirling about where he might live if he's ever allowed to return to the Philippines. Vice President Sara Duterte says her father's ex-wife may be willing to take him in, though reconciliation is a different matter. Joan Manalo reports.
Former President Rodrigo Duterte may move in with his ex-wife Elizabeth Zimmerman if his common-law wife Hanilet Avancenia pushes through with her plan to sell their house in Davao City. This was confirmed by Vice President Sara Duterte in an interview in The Hague. Her brother, Davao City 1st District Representative Paulo Duterte, was the first to raise the possibility that the Duterte patriarch could live with their mother, a suggestion the Vice President agreed with.
May nabanggit si Mama na kaganyan, na pwede namang doon sa bagay niya.
VP Sara also expressed concern over her father's potential living arrangements should he be allowed to return to the Philippines. Mr. Duterte is currently detained by the International Criminal Court over alleged crimes against humanity due to his bloody drug war.
As a daughter, iniisip ko lang kung saan natitira si Pangulong Duterte kung ibenta nila kung huwi siya Davao City. So, yun ang isa sa mga concerns namin.
Avancenia earlier said she wanted to sell the shared property in Doña Luisa Village in Matina, Davao City, following FPRRD's ICC arrest. VP Sara then explained that the house can be legally sold by Avancenia. However, the latter can only sell her share and not the entire property.
I think na-acquire yung property during sa live-in nila ni Hanilet and ni PRD. And so it is, ang status nun is co-ownership. Kaya niya siguro ibenta yung kanyang share pero hindi niya pwedeng maibenta yung kay PRD. Depende na rin yon sa mapapag-usapan nila dalawa, si Hanilet at ni President Duterte kung anong gagawin nila sa bahay.
Amid the possibility of FPRRD moving back in with Zimmerman if he returns to the country, VP Sara clarifies that a reconciliation between her parents is unlikely.
Walang reconciliation. Ano lang, sabi ni Mama, okay naman daw na bumisita yung mga girlfriends. Walang problema sa... Grabe, no? Wala na siguro, parang friendship yung kanila.
Questions regarding the property arose after a for sale sign was reportedly placed outside the house. The sign was taken down several days later. Joan Manalo, Billionario News Channel.
Senator Risa Ontiveros brushes off talk that former opposition allies may soon join the Senate majority. She says she'll stick to her principles, even if it means being the lone minority voice. Hanati has the details.
Senator Risa Ontiveros is not hurt, following reports that former opposition allies may join the Senate majority. This after Senators Kiko Pangilinan and Bam Aquino are allegedly part of the majority, backing Senate President Cheese Escudero. Once part of the majority bloc, they may be given opportunity to chair Senate committees, including Basic Education and Agriculture, two committees that suit both senators.
Sabi ko nga, basta patuloy akong maninindigan. Kung ang bawat isa sa amin ay may sariling diskarte, ako rin naman po, basta nakatutok pa rin ako doon sa layunin na palakasin yung oposisyon, hindi lang sa loob, pati sa labas ng Senado.
It's still unclear if she will be the only one left in the independent minority, but Ontiveros vows to continue speaking truth to power.
Hindi ko pa sigurado kung mag-iisa ako o hindi, pero kung ano man, basta maninindigan ako.
She declined to speak for her colleagues, saying their decisions should be their own.
Ang bawat isa naman sa amin ay responsable at saka accountable sa aming mga desisyon. So siguro dun sa mga kasama ko, mas dapat na sila ang sumagot kung bakit nila gagawin or hindi gagawin ang isang bagay na pinag-uusapan sa ngayon.
Ontiveros has yet to confirm if she's willing to work with the Veterans Bloc, which includes Senator Tito Soto, who earlier said he's open to being minority leader. The lineup of the Senate composition will be finalized on July 28, the same day PBBM will deliver his State of the Nation address. Ontiveros remains the last holdover from the Makabayan Liberal Opposition Bloc and may face an upcoming Senate supermajority that's poised to be a mix of opposition figures and administration-aligned allies. Hannah T., Billionario News Channel.
Senator Kiko Pangilinan isn't backing down, firing back at critics in a pointed Facebook post. To those claiming he's selling out to the enemy, he says they are free to say what they wish. Pangilinan says he's willing to work with anyone if it means bringing down food prices and fighting hunger. He also confirms active talks with Senators Risa Ontiveros and Bam Aquino as the opposition charts a new path in a shifting Senate. 7 more countries get tariff letters from U.S. President Donald Trump. They include the Philippines, where Trump set the tariffs on exports at 20% effective August 1. This is higher than the 17% earlier set on April 2. The other countries, Algeria, Iraq, Libya, and Sri Lanka, have a 30% tariff rate, while Brunei and Moldova each got 25%. Trump earlier sent letters to 14 nations, including South Korea and Japan. The tariffs are part of Trump's America First policy. Turbulence in X as CEO Linda Yaccarino is stepping down in a surprise move. Her resignation comes just months after the social media platform of the world's richest man, Elon Musk, was acquired by his own AI startup, XAI. She has yet to say why she was leaving, but analysts call this development a loss for Musk.
Look, Linda's a key part of the foundation of X. Her leaving, it's definitely, I believe, a step back for X and a worry for the platform.
Her departure adds to the turbulence in Musk's sprawling business empire, including falling sales at his EV maker Tesla. We're taking a break. Still to come, is Megan Thee Stallion dating NBA star Klay Thompson? That and more when we return. Stay with us on Newsfeed at noon. Time now for sports. The San Miguel Beermen takes the last spot in the PBA Philippine Cup Finals in epic fashion. The Beermen outlasted Barangay Ginebra San Miguel in Game 7 of the semis, 100-93. Junmar Fajardo once again proved he's built for the big stage, delivering a double-double of 21 points, 19 rebounds, and 2 shot blocks. Best player of the game, Chris Ross, added 19 points, 3 boards, and 7 assists. San Miguel now advances to face defending champs TNT Tropang 5G, who are on a quest for a rare Grand Slam. Lots of history between these two teams. Back in 2011, the Beermen denied the TNT franchise a Grand Slam bid, defeating them in a 7-game series for the Governor's Cup title. Game 1 of the Philippine Cup Finals is set for Sunday, July 13 at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. NBA star Klay Thompson sparks dating rumors with Megan Thee Stallion. This after the rapper posted poolside photos of herself with a man who looks a lot like Thompson in the background. Now, whether the man is actually the Mavericks guard has yet to be confirmed, but eagle-eyed netizens are convinced. This wouldn't be Megan's first NBA fling. Last year, she went public with Celtics forward Torrey Craig. No word yet on whether that relationship is over. Meanwhile, it looks like all is well between Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry despite breaking up. The actor shared a rare family picture, which included her former fiancé. It also featured their 4-year-old daughter, Daisy, and Orlando's son with ex-wife Miranda Kerr. The image was part of a casual photo dump. Last week, the two confirmed their split, saying they will shift to co-parenting. Katy and Orlando began dating in 2016 and broke up for about a year in 2017. They got engaged in 2019. Barbie just got a little more real and inclusive. Mattel has launched the first ever Barbie doll with type 1 diabetes. Its accessories include insulin patches, a continuous glucose monitor, and an insulin pump. The Barbie debuted alongside a one-of-a-kind doll made in the image of British model Lila Moss, who herself has type 1 diabetes. Mattel says this aims to increase awareness of the condition and help young people with diabetes feel more confident.
I think to have a Barbie doll that looks like me with type 1 diabetes is completely surreal, and it makes me very proud to be able to represent this community. I get so many messages every day about how I've helped someone be less insecure or help them be more proud of their diabetes patches, and so to be able to represent the community in this way is very exciting and special.
And before we go, stars show up in style for designer Demna's final show with Balenciaga. Kim Kardashian graced the runway in Paris, while Nicole Kidman, Naomi Watts, and Katy Perry were among the guests. Rap star Cardi B and K-pop idol Juyeon also had fans cheering. Demna is moving to Gucci after serving 10 years as Balenciaga's creative director. And those are the news this hour. I'm Mai Rodriguez, staying with the Billionaire News Channel. Good afternoon.